I remember when I first took a cooking class and was introduced to the whole world of spices. It was something great and brand new for me. You see, I was brought up in a New England household. And after the first day of class, I called my mother and I said, "Mom, what spices did we have in the house when I was growing up?" And after a pause, she said, "We had pepper. And recently, while I was visiting my folks, I was looking for that pepper in the cabinet. And there was a small container. But it had been from a grocery store that had gone out of business almost 20 years ago. And as I tasted it just a bit, it was gone. A dark, tasteless powder. It said on the can that it was pepper, but it wasn't pepper at all. It had lost its taste. No longer was it what it was." And Jesus teaches about salt that had gone the same way. Looked like salt, but had lost its taste. You see, in a way, the teaching of the Sermon on the Mount reminds us to be who we're called to be salt and to be light. Because others look to us or rely on us and expect us to be who we profess to be. Many of us who are leaders in the church or in business, who have chosen a particular path in life, become disappointed along the way that it isn't as it was supposed to be. And many of us turn cynical. We begin to criticize what we see, to say less than supportive things of those who are set over us or beside us, the churches we serve, the business that we are in. And we soon learn that cynicism is the corrosive effect of not being who we are called to be. And I must confess that I've given into this many times in my career. We become much like the light under a bushel. We protect what is in us that had those great ideals from what we see in the world and what we experience in the rough and tumble of this life. And we forget that when Jesus chose salt, salt is meant to enhance that which has little flavor. Light is meant to bring light in the middle of the darkness. To be salt and to be light is to be called in a less than ideal situation. And that is the courage of a leader who sets their heart upon Christ as they assume leadership wherever they may be. That we might edify Christ to be salt and light in a world that is less than ideal, to bring flavor and illumination rather than to give in to cynicism, pepper and salt that no longer bring spice and flavor, and light that is under a bushel and useless. You are the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth.